Hey, Fox, do a barrel roll.
What is that from?
What?
What was that?
That sounded like...
That was. Do you remember when they first revealed Star Fox Zero and they had like the Muppets?
Oh right, Iwata was a Peppy.
that's
I almost forgot about
right.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the puppets. I just didn't remember like that opening skit where they actually said all that.
Was that you trying? Was that? Oh, that's right. He did say it like that.
Yeah, he did. Like, I mean, get to his credit. I mean, it looks fun. It's just
Yeah, it's like Iwata was Peppy, Reggie was Falco, and Miyamoto was Fox.
Wait, who the heck is Kaiman?
just a random book. I love that it's like, no problems. So, oh crap, there's problems! Emergency maneuvers! Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Area 6. A rather famous part of Star Fox 64's legacy, mostly for its music.
Oh, I'm hearing it.
It is nice music.
By the way, people, should we talk more about sci-fi and our favorite types and stuff like that since we have Jordy?
I just like I just like good time travel that's smart. Like honestly, of all things, I like the time travel in Futurama. In the Futurama movie, Bender's Big Score, or Bender, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, Bender's Big Score.
I think, actually, I fucking love the Flash TV show because literally in that series, they not only have time travel, like the parallel universe-based time travel, but they also have the time travel where something happens in the past, it erases the thing in the future.
Whoa,
I'm like,
Great Fox,
how the fuck do you have both of those types of time travels?
I don't know how.
I think they do poke fun at that.
But yeah, I think this is the only level in the game where the Great Fox does help you by shooting out like some really big lasers in the incoming ships.
Slippy.
Oh god, actually, there was one time I was playing this game. Slippy literally, he literally interrupted his with another. Again, it's the funny shit that can happen, like depending on how the AI works. But yeah, Area 6. It's a pretty fun. All in all, it's a pretty fun level.
Boy.
It's also pretty damn hard, which appropriately so, considering this is the second to last level in the hard route. Like they throw everything at you, and I mean everything.
This is it. This is the final level that can
All
unlock
right.
the true ending.
If they throw everything at you, where's the kitchen sink?
It's just to our left. We can't see it because of the camera.
Oh, okay.
It's coming up.
It's floating out in space because I don't know.
I was actually thinking instead it'd be like when Star Wolf flies in, like Pigma opens up the cockpit just to toss a kitchen sink at you.
He would do that.
Why is it that I can totally see that? And
Hey, Peppy, heads up!
but yeah, there's a kitchen sink to the left of us, and to the right of us, there's that weird little orb thingy that goes space.
And I think to the right you see some red guy flying on top of a dinosaur.
We made Jordy laugh.
Space!
That too.
Ow!
Thank you, Great Fox.
Please, thanks. Oh yeah, by the way, be careful because this level's actually pretty easy to get your teammates killed.
I can do a good impression of the space orb, by the way.
Because there's the occasional time where they get themselves chased. They're, for the most part, the range to actually save them is pretty damn strict this time around. So if you miss them like that one instance, they're screwed.
Please send supplies.
There it is.
Anyway.
Yes, please. Oh, and not only the level itself, but the boss coming up is a pain.
Hey, look, it's a Star Destroyer.
Get it?
Non-copyright.
No, they have to change it. It's a Fox Destroyer now.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm convinced that those airships are based on the quote unquote Star Eliminators. They call them Star Fox 2. Like they got the same design and everything.
Oh yeah, wait, what's this thing?
And here it is. This fucking boss.
What is it?
What is it?
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Oh!
It's a thingamajig and
Hi.
it sucks.
Hi, Galvatron!
So how do we fight it?
Yeah, how do we fight it?
Well, first thing you gotta worry about is the tentacles. Blow them all up and it'll expose its core. This can take a while.
What the heck? It can cloak?
Yeah, it's got cookie
Actually,
powers.
the round shape and the tentacles kind of remind me of the final boss from Okami.
In a way, it kind of reminds me of that. It's just it's a although this is a disc, whereas the Yami, I think it was called in Okami, it's a literal ball.
Yamato no Roshi.
Well, when does that come out on Switch?
Either late July, early August. At the
Well, we're also to talk about Japanese folklore. Matt, did you hear about Neo 2?
Yeah, I'm actually really confused why that's coming out because Neo only came out last year.
They probably, I guess they just saw an opportunity to milk it.
They caught on to the fact that there's all these freaking Japanese like games coming out, like Sakura,
Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch, which I will admit that game did look really good, even if I'm not the biggest fan of the facial
time
designs.
for the year Japan to come back again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, when's our Okami 2? And not the little mini Okami, even though that is adorable.
Okami did.
Okami did.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kami did.
Yeah, that's actually in that game. That was Amateratsu's son that we played as. But
Yeah, I heard about that.
but anyway, in the final boss, by the way, in Okami is named Yamato no Orochi. So
Okay, I could have sworn there was like a shorthand name for it that was used in one game or another. But
probably
anyway.
just Orochi or something, or Yamato.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
destroyed the core. Where's Vic Viper?
another interesting boss fact, fun fact about this boss fight. It actually returned in Star Fox Assault, and well, I will be doing that game for the channel because I'm actually pretty close to finishing it up. But yeah, like I say that game didn't take some things from 64. But yeah, again, this boss fight can drag because again, you have to take care of the tentacles, and then once it opens up, you'll see three energy ball thingies that pop up. You got to blow those up. And then afterwards, like it'll leave itself somewhat exposed. But I think after two or three, you gotta pretty much go. You have to restart from a checkpoint.
Right. Unfortunately, it drops
which in this case
ranks.
can be a drag.
I was gonna say, like, even looking at it, like, the issue is that health on the left, that's how much damage you did by taking out those energy things once.
But I think this is the last time we have to worry about that because afterwards it'll leave itself exposed. Or
Okay, so what do we
not?
shoot?
I
Let's
guess
close it up
not.
again.
Nope.
We're getting close to it. I swear to
I
God.
was gonna say, I noticed the core is looking more
Ow.
red now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
think-
I
I
saw
think
it
that-
change from blue to yellow, and now it's yellow to red.
So hopefully one more time.
It's the Master Core, people.
But yeah, I think the biggest pain in the ass is dealing with the tentacles because when they lunge out, they're pretty hard to hit, and they hit hard.
Okay, nice. Okay, one more.
So yeah, I think after this. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's gonna do a new attack. Watch yourself, Fox.
What is it gonna do?
Oh God.
Oh shoot! Ha! Shoot!
Ah.
I'm sorry.
I think at this point now we're practically near the end of the fight.
I'm in a funny.
Once we take out the energy cores,
smart.
it's
Funny.
exposed.
Come on.
And come on, and there we go.
Come on!
Die, you motherfucker, die!
Destroy the core!
If only I had twin lasers right about now.
Oh, so close.
Fuck. Excuse me, blue twin laser. Yeah, I'm just at my default. Fuck. Why'd I have to lose my wing?
Uh-oh. Hopefully these
get a
hit
ring,
some
get a
wires.
ring. Oh gosh, no rings.
You missed
Yeah.
all 3 rings. You had an
To be fair, I'm kind of at the- I'm kind of-
rings.
Dude, I'm at the heat of the moment right now. It's kind of hard to deal with all these enemy ships and then also try to get the rings they pop out.
So, James, how about you tell us how hard it is to get accomplished mode?
Oh no. To be fair, this is another one of those levels you get an automatic accomplish.
Well, I just meant in general for you playing through the campaign.
Oh no.
Honestly, it's not too hard up until this point. Ah,
Oh,
Not even
Well,
close,
you
baby.
are literally a hit from death.
Not even
shit!
close.
Oh great, it's Katina all over again.
1 HP in a dream.
And damn, we got
Gotta
the
shoot the
energy balls again.
come on.
But yeah, no, like again, up until. Okay, you could make the argument for Aquas and to a certain extent Zonus, but I don't think the hard mode is that bad. But once you get to Area 6,
There you go. Yeah.
oh god!
That was a close call.
And you know what the sad thing is? This isn't
What?
even the worst of it.
I know, this isn't the final boss.
Okay, Fox. I'll admit that was pretty decent.
Thank you, Falco.
Thank you, Falco.
Thanks,
but you know,
Falco.
but here's
Yeah,
the
no,
thing:
Falco would never
the
do
final boss can be a pain in the ass too. But that's not the worst thing of this playthrough. No, you want to know what the worst thing is for me? The
What?
rematch with Starwolf.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Especially in the Nintendo 64 version. I swear to God, it is goddamn bullshit. Well, okay, maybe not so much bullshit. It's very fucking technical.
Let's see what happens.
Because not only you have to worry about yourself, you also have to worry about your own allies.
We're going in.
Did you have to do that beforehand?
So yeah, let's just say I had to restart this thing a million times.
Oh, he's all hurt
I like
though.
how he
He's
has
got
bandages.
bandages. Oh crap! We blew off half his face.
And they're all mechanized now.
Except for Wolf. Wolf just
Except for
bandaged
Wolf,
up.
he just has band-aids.
Oh yeah, you want to know the funny thing is? For this last attempt at the boss fight, just wait for it. I managed to take out Wolf on the first go.
Well, that was quick.
So now I have to worry. Now all we have to worry about are Pigma, Leon, and Andrew.
Okay.
What do you
That was
know?
actually that. Your lasers are
Sorry, Wolf. We'll still see you in Smash Brothers Ultimate, right?
Oh, that's right.
Thing about Wolf is I actually kind of wish what they would have done is replaced his eye patch with a mechanized eye.
Would have been fun. Would have been interesting.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Maybe make it about as much of Nightmare Fuel as that one mechanized human thing of motherfucker from Star Chaser.
Wait, something's targeting us.
I'll just flash it on the screen for you guys so you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, just yeah, this could be a real pain.
Oh, they know how to do barrel. They know how to do somersaults now.
Yeah. Real quick, before you take out Pigma, I just remembered something that I did kind of get overshadowed last time we saw them. I want a cheese sandwich.
Oh yeah. Thank you whoever did that Gilbert Gottfried video.
I have not
That made me
watched
so
it, but
laugh.
I want to now.
You should.
I
It's
should
funny.
now too.
I'll show it to you guys.
Andrew,
I'll show you guys after this
I
video.
love
but-
Gilbert Gottfried, so.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
You know what the funny thing is now that I think about it? The most bullshit part for this... Oh, there goes Pigma. Sorry, Gilbert. Anyway, you want to know what made this boss fight a little more bullshit for me on earlier attempts? It was Wolf. Because, unlike everyone else who's chasing after the other pilots, Wolf is after my ass. And he's pretty persistent.
And he will constantly be on you.
So, thankfully, actually taking him out is pretty much my biggest save in this attempt.
Give it up! You can't win! Oh shit, I'm the last man alive.
Funny thing is, like, this is pretty much a complete 180 compared to the first boss, the first matchup with them. Andrew was the first one I took out in that. Here, Andrew was the last one.
Goodbye.
Bye
So,
bye.
yeah.
Now, oh, and apparently there's no big shoot 'em up level. We just go right in.
Yeah, like, it was just a boss fight, and now we're
Oh,
going
don't
down
mind
the
me
floor
just looking
again.
at the two
Yeah,
pillars.
okay.
With the two pillars. Away! Because we gotta beat the badass.
And
Yeah.
we actually have to go through a completely different route this time, unlike the
Oh yes.
first
Oh
one.
wait. Speaking of sci-fi games, actually, one game that looks interesting to me is Cyberpunk 2077, which is going to be a first-person
Oh, yeah.
RPG
Isn't that
game.
the one that Mono's been gushing over?
The
Yeah, 'cause
reason
it's-
why is because it's being made by one of the best RPG people ever. CD Projekt Red. It's their big...
The people who made
it's-
Witcher,
Yeah, it's their big franchise after The Witcher.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's going to have zero, just like CD Projekt Red. It'll have no paid DLC, no microtransactions. Oh, okay, I should say no microtransactions. Definitely no microtransactions. They may have paid DLC later on, or
Yeah, no.
do free like
the
Witcher
Wi-
3.
The
Smile!
Witcher, the Witcher 3...
Hey, Andros.
The Witcher 3 did have 2 paid DLCs, but one, they're only $15 each, and 2, they actually added a shit ton of stuff.
For free. Oh yeah, no, and
Not for
paid
free.
DLC, they had a lot for free stuff. Okay, hang on. Also, as opposed to third-person perspective, like Witcher 3, they're going to have it be first-person perspective, kind of like Vampire Bloodlines.
Yeah. I still need to watch a
you know-
commercial for it.
Actually, mind if I take over real quick?
Go for it.
I kind of feel bad we kind of glanced over Andros' boss fight in the last time we fought him, so I'll go ahead and give out the basics here. What you want to do is pretty much shoot him in the eye to stun him, and then go for the flashing lights on his hands.
Okay.
Okay.
And be wary of what the hands will do if they're still around, because he can do that,
Just so I
and
punch you.
he can shoot lasers from them, which are really hard to dodge, and he can swat you like a fly. Otherwise, it's not that hard of a boss fight. It is a creature, although with the N64's limitations at the time, I mean, kudos for them being able to do it the way they did, but god damn, this thing is, this meat model's creepy. And
Anyway, guys, don't worry. Andros is totally finished, and nothing bad is going to happen
That's
at
not true.
all. Wait, at all whatsoever. I just shit my pants.
Hello.
Devil
You know what's
damn.
funny? You know what's funny though? I still think it the hard mode, like the easy mode's last phase was creepier than the brain. But yeah, the brain is well. Now we're going to all range mode, and well, first things I'm going to do is use a smart bomb and take out the eyeballs. Now we have
Those will shoot lasers at you.
no. Well, they can though. It's more so the fact that they just hover all over the place, and you have to take them out before taking out the I'm no smart person. I don't know what the name of the part of the brain you have to shoot.
The cerebellum, the
I
cerebrum.
think it's the cerebrum.
That's the medulla oblongata.
Press down on the
Very
medulla oblongata. $5 he says smells more toast.
Isn't that what it is? The thing in the very back?
How did Professor P say it in Captain Underpants? The
Ow.
ha
Fuck! This is a brutal attack, because it takes out a wing instantly.
Oh, crap. What happens if we lose both
Devil
wings?
damn.
Not only... Well, it doesn't matter at that point, but your mobility is hampered when that happens.
Jeez.
But,
Careful.
yeah, let's just say, yeah, that little, stem attack that he just did is brutal, because not only does it break wings, but it also... It's like in Pokemon, when they do, what is that called, where they do multiple hits?
Seismic toss, or...
There
there
are multiple things that can do multiple hits in Pokemon.
Yeah, there are.
Well,
there are a couple.
just name one off the top of your head.
I don't know.
Double slap.
Yeah, double
There
slap.
you go, double slap. We'll
There
go
you
with that.
go.
But
Okay. Let me just say though, for this video, I actually made this boss fight easier than it looks. It's a pretty hard boss fight.
I can imagine.
we have a damaged wing, and we can't get out of here in time before the whole place blows. What are we gonna do?
Let's call in the power of fatherhood.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Let's call him the power of Deus Ex Machina.
James?
He called?
Not you,
I'm
James. The
kidding.
other
I'm
James.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Follow me, Fox.
So
Now-
yeah, now we gotta follow James McCloud to the exit. Now I don't know if you actually have to follow him all the way through, but
It's very imperative you do, otherwise you'll go into a dead end.
This
So,
way, Fox.
so let's just talk.
Okay.
Also, he sounds like freaking Duke Nukem. But
Yeah.
can I just say? So, what do you guys think? Is this an apparition? Is this just like us imagining him?
I
Is
think this is either his ghost or a hallucination from Fox.
or the most likely possible he actually is alive.
No, it wouldn't, because nobody makes reference to seeing him after.
True.
True. So like this is like that big moment of yes, I'll become better than my father. I will avenge him.
Yeah.
Let me just say though, there was one point I actually had a really embarrassing moment here where like I was literally at a sliver of health and I got to the end here, but my poor mobility at the time, I collided with the wall just as James said that line and I blew up at the very end.
Aw,
Kind of in
no.
a very similar manner to the Independence Day thing we did earlier.
But we did it.
Yep, we saved the galaxy for real. Oh, God. Thank you, Slippy.
Jeez. There you go, Falco.
Woo!
But Fox, what about what you saw?
What's wrong, Bob? Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
By the way,
Yeah,
your
no,
father is on the ship here with us.
What?
Wait, what?
If only.
And thus a tearful reunion happened. But no, that would be in another universe.
We eat bagels together, Fox.
But
Yeah, in this universe we just followed the regular sci-fi tropes and, well, he's just nothing more than a memory. But yeah, for reals this time, that's it for our Star Fox commentary.
Hey.
Or commentary, my bad.
just my God, the N64 was such a great console. It had so many great titles on it at
Yeah.
the time it came out.
Too bad its controller was kind of dumb damn
What
stupid.
do you think about about this? Like,
Hey, Fox.
hey Fox. So do you think it's bad that a lot of that in terms of Star Fox stuff they've either been remaking or like re-looking at this game and building up from it?
Fuck
I
looking
don't-
at this game, they've been looking at the original.
Oh, so
Well,
sorry.
either way, though, it's just like, I don't think it's a bad thing that they've been trying to take cues from 64, like, after Command came out, and, like, I don't know, the series was in need of a fresh, like a looking back on things, or, retooling to make it, I don't know. They
I
couldn't
think
continue off of what they were doing with Command,
I
so...
think after Starfax temperatures, they didn't want to. They
didn't know
just
what they
wanted
were-
to stick with the flying.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
less people go to Star Fox for.
Right,
I
and-
just realized. Jordy, having seen this now, what do you think of Star Fox stuffs?
It's alright in my book. Not something not something that I'm 100% interested in, but I am kind of glad I did tag along for the ride, and I got to experience it for the first time.
I'm glad I got to see it, and now I'll never touch this franchise ever again.
So she has no excuse to ever have to see it again because we've shown her everything.
Pretty much.
Aw, it's a celebration.
With
Just-
rainbows! Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
That's
Happy
right.
Pride Month, everybody. But you know what though? It's just I look at this, and I also look at Star Fox Zero, which again I know it's a very controversial title. I think that game I really feel fucking bad that game was pretty much a failure in terms of just. I don't know. It really shouldn't have been. Like, it had the makings to be a great, if not probably the best Star Fox game.
Here
but
we
it just
go.
faltered on several
And
levels.
here's our Star Wars ending.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. We're gonna get the medal.
Yep, we're gonna get some happy thoughts from General Pepper.
Listen to that cat play the keyboard as we walk down the aisle.
It's kind of.
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian
Oh no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
We're mercenaries.
Fox, rude!
Kind of awful. What the?
Oh, by the way, you don't have to press the button when that happens. That's scripted.
Okay. It's kind of clear to see where all the budget went, and not on this cutscene, but it was still cute.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it was for its time, it was fine. But yeah, like I mean, okay, I'll leave all my Star
Fox,
Fox.
why don't we
Zero
just take the R-Wings? Because you need the exercise, Peppy.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave my Star Fox Zero apologizing for another time. But for this game in particular, like, I mean, I more so prefer the 3DS version just because that's the one I'm more familiar with. But in terms of the original's legacy, I can see why people love it so much. It's a very competent, very well designed game, and it's kind of evident why Nintendo wants to recapture that sense of greatness that this game had.
Yeah.
And I think they had something with Zero, and I want to see that return in some other game, like maybe a sequel or whatever. But as far as this game's concerned, like, I give it my wholehearted recommendation.
Yeah.
And I also love how Zero pretty much did this exact same cutscene, but they're all in the walkers. Just
yeah.
it did make a little more sense. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, great game, really amazing game, one of the best that I've seen on the N64, and just a lot of good replayability to it as well. Because again, it's a very arcadey-like title, with better scores. Matt,
Agreed.
Hype, what do you guys think?
Steve, you go first.
I definitely do see why this is considered a classic in Nintendo's lineup. I'm not quite sure if I'll get into it myself anytime soon, but I definitely do respect it for what it did for its series, and I do like the lore well enough. Like, I do like these characters, I do like just a lot of things about it, and yeah, I think this pretty much earned the place that it has in Nintendo history. But granted, I do agree it would be nice if they did try to do something either a little bit more original next time, or if they tried to pretty much take what Zero tried to do and polish it up a little bit. But honestly, the future for Star Fox is
Yeah, like, I would... Good.
the future of Star Fox is a little bit uncertain at the moment, but I think for now, all I can just really say is that, like, it's good, and if this interested you, you should go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, and honestly, with forwarding what Hype said, like, I think Nintendo does want to continue on with a similar theming to Star Fox Zero, because again, Starlink is bringing back Fox McCloud in his Zero getup, and Smash 4, Smash Ultimate, all the characters are based on their Zero counterparts, so it's like, I think they want to continue on with that, and I have no complaints of them doing so. Just use an original story this time.
I feel like.
Oh yeah, by the way, let's name this schmuck right.
I feel like, yeah, I was gonna say, shmup. I feel like Star Fox is the perfect Jamesman
Central?
Jamesman channel?
James McCloud.
James
James McCloud.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
so sorry.
got it.
Oh, crap, I hit my microphone.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, guys, hush a moment. Hush a moment.
Invoice.
This is one steep bill. but it's worth it.
Yeah, you don't get any voices from Pepper unless you do the hard route. And I do love if you score certain enough. Remember that clip I played during the during the middle round video? That came from that. Like, if you score high enough, that's literally what he's like. It's like, this bill's so goddamn steep.
Gosh dang, I gotta spend so much money to that, because remember, they're mercenaries. But they ain't free. But yeah, I feel like Star Fox is the best, like, shoot 'em up. Like they fill that genre perfectly for Nintendo, and I hope they continue to use it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because I like me some good shmups.
Yeah. Anyway, Steve, finish your thoughts.
That was my thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I do like Star Fox. I think it's a good series. I really do like it. I still prefer the very first game, for Super Nintendo, because it has a place in my heart.
That's fair.
And I still really like it. I just think that this game is also great. It's really good.
There's nothing wrong with liking a game that's technically inferior, because that's like the first major experience you would have with it. I mean, in fact, that's kind of the same with me. Like, actually, I did say earlier that technically my first experience with Star Fox was with Adventures. I was actually lying. My first event, I actually did play the original Star Fox like before that, and I sucked. But
a lot of people need to understand the difference between best and favorite. My favorite is the Super Nintendo very first Star Fox. That doesn't mean I think it's better than 64. It's my preference.
Right.
It's kind of like how Persona 5 I think is the best Persona game, but Persona 4 holds such a place in my heart that I like it a bit more. I do think that 5 is like the much better game by a long shot, but 4 still kind of tugs my heartstrings. So,
right, it's just a matter of preference. But did you guys have any additional closing thoughts, or will we stop there?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
all good.
I think we're good there. Yep, that was it.
All right. I was just waiting on Hype's response, but anyway, yeah. That said, ladies and gentlemen, we're not quite done with the Star Fox series yet. As of this recording, I've also been recording Star Fox Assault for the channel, and I know some of you are going to be like, shouldn't you record Adventure first? That technically came before. No.
Nobody likes Adventure.
Not to say I don't like Adventures, it's just that it's a long game, first off. It's a very simplistic game, also. Not to mention, Dolphin hates it. So I wouldn't have been able to record it, even if I wanted to do it as a look at.
Right.
But, also...
So unfortunately, we're not going to be doing Star Fox temperatures.
Nah, I mean, unless I don't know, Hype had a copy of it, but, well, in any case. Before I end off, I know it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. I'd love to do this, like, if it ever gets a Switch port, if I would just say fuck it and get all the necessary tech, I really do want to do Star Fox Zero for the channel. I really, really do. But right now, I just feel like it would be kind of I don't think the investment's worth it right now. Just, I promise you that someday I will do it. Just, right now, I want to focus on stuff that's in my immediate access.
Nintendo, why you gotta make it hard for us to like?
Why do you be so hard? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I'm James McCloud.
I'm Lucky Jack
Slippy.
Slippy, yeah, Lucky Jack Slippy, cool.
I'm Ronnie J. Lombardi.
I'm Jordan the Star Cat.
11.
Sorry, I forgot the number 11. Crap.
I wonder if we should redo that look at a Star Fox one we did a while back. I mean,
Anyway,
I'll be down.
and who is our last person here?
See that he said?
I've already said-
yeah, he already did his little. That's it.
Oh, okay.
You should know it, Matt.
I forgot.
Okay, we're dragging this on longer.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Star Fox, we need your help. Oh, you already finished. Okay.